The following Green Thumb segment is sponsored by Ginger Valley Garden Center.
Greg Lays here in Ginger Valley's birdseed department, and bird feeders is what I'm talking about today, and bird feed. So look at behind me, all these bird feeders we have. We have a nice selection of bird feeders. We're last week of August, so it's unfortunately time to start thinking about the fall and winter. And those of you that are feeding birds now know we recommend that you continue to feed the birds through the winter. That's when they really depend on us. And those of you that aren't feeding the birds now, you can start feeding them now so they come around during the winter time. And speaking of that, we're going to talk about bluebirds. Those of you that are lucky enough to have bluebirds in your yard right now visiting you, you can keep them around year-round if you feed them what they love to eat, and they eat insects, especially mealworms. We're going to talk about mealworms, mealworms, mealworms. We have dried mealworms here. We have mealworm suet cakes. We have mealworm nuggets. So the idea now is to start feeding the bluebirds with what they dearly love, which are the mealworms, and then just keep putting those out all throughout the winter time, and they'll stick around. We even have bluebird houses. We'll show you some bluebird houses. You can put those out now. So even if you don't have bluebirds, start feeding the mealworms and they can come. Sometimes it's hard to get them to come, but the best way to do that is with the mealworms. So the mealworms in the dry, the mealworm suet, the mealworm nuggets, and then of course a water source would always be handy too, and a bluebird house. So if you want bluebirds, you have to feed them mealworms and keep feeding them now throughout the winter. We have folks that have bluebirds winter over in their yards every year, but they started out this time of year by feeding them the mealworms. So think bluebirds all winter, feed them mealworms, and you'll have them. Feed all the birds. We love people that feed the birds. For Ginger Valley, this is Greg Lay.